Okay, we're ready.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aaron Johnson, Chair of the City of South Fulton Zoning Board of Appeals. We're going to call this June 17th, 2021 virtual meeting to order. And we will start with the roll call.
All right. Mr. Aaron Johnson,
Here.
Mr. DeAndre Mathis, Mr. Michael Carson,
Here.
Mr. Robert Ham, Ms. Amethyst Harris,
Here.
Ms. Janicia Elias,
Present.
Mr. Robert Dawson,
Present.
Ms. Brenda Jenkins. 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have a quorum.
All right, thank you. All right, board. Next on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the February 18th, 2021 regular meeting. It was sent to you by staff a few days ago. If you had an opportunity to review them, I will, oh, we have a hand up.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I do have one correction to make to the minute.
Okay.
Okay, and it's on the last page of the minutes. With, I guess, starting with the next to the last paragraph where it begins.
Ms. Elias, just
Yes.
real quick, can everybody mute your computers when you're not speaking? Because it sounds like some people are near each other and it might be giving feedback. I'm sorry, Ms. Elias, go ahead.
No, that's fine. Yes, on the very last page of the minutes, right above the signature lines, beginning with the paragraph where it starts giving the motion board member Brenda Jenkins. It's the last sentence of that section where it says the motion was unanimously approved, 3 yeas and 2 nays. I believe the word unanimously needs to be deleted because unanimous would mean that we all voted the same way. So
And you are correct.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you like to make a motion based?
Also,
I'm sorry.
Mr. Chair, Brenda Jenkins' name is misspelled in that same paragraph.
Huh.
It's spelled Brenda Jenkins.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it
see.
sure is. Yes.
I will make those corrections.
Ms. Elias, would you like to make a motion based on those 2 corrections?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I move that we approve the minutes from the
February 18th.
Thank you. I move that we approve the minutes from the February 18th, 2021 Zoning Board of Appeals meeting with the following 2 corrections. First one being correct the spelling of Brenda Jenkins' name, which would be B-R-E-N-A. And then the second correction, which is to delete the word unanimously, such that it would read the motion approved 3 yeas and 2 nays.
All right, 2 things that I've noticed. I'm sorry, Mr. Carson.
No, I was just going to second it. That was it.
All right, properly moved by Ms. Elias and seconded by Mr. Carson.
Excuse me, there's also another error, Roosevelt name. At the very beginning, it has who's present. They have Roosevelt Ham, but they have absent Robert Ham. I think that should be Roosevelt Ham instead of Robert Ham.
Okay.
Should it be Robert Dawson?
Dawson, yes.
It should be Dawson.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's present, right? I was present.
I think maybe it started.
Absent should be no, absent I think should be Roosevelt Ham, not Robert Ham, because I believe Mr. Dawson was present at that meeting.
Right.
Oh, that's what I mean, flip the names. I think they combined Robert Ham and Roosevelt Dawson. I mean, Roosevelt Dawson and Robert Dawson, Roosevelt Ham. these Rs. Speaking of which, I see Mr. Ham has joined the meeting.
Okay, great.
And also, Dana, I think that's you with the feedback. Not calling you out, though. Okay, so with those corrections, Ms. Elias, are you okay with the, still with the motion?
Yes, I am.
All right. And you are still, and you're still okay with the second, Mr. Carson?
I am.
All right, properly moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All right, we'll take a vote. All in favor? Dana, do you want to do the roll call or the raising hands?
I'll do the
I'm
roll
watching.
call.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Michael Carson,
Yes.
Ms. Janicia Elias,
Yes.
Mr. Roosevelt Ham,
Yes.
Ms. Amethyst Harris,
Yes.
Mr. Robert Dawson.
Yes, sir.
That vote passes.
all right, thank you. All right, on to the note, since there is no old business, we will move into new business. We are going to hold a hearing for petition V21-002, 1105 Research Center, Atlanta Drive. Staff?
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you so much. We can go right to the next slide, please. Please send all comments to the planning email address, that is planning@cityofsouthfultonga.gov. And as always, remember the GA. A lot of people forget that. It's cityofsouthfultonga.gov. We can go to the next slide, please. Our case for today is V21-002, a variance at 1105 Research Center Drive. Next slide, please. Petitioner here is requesting a variance on the number of signs allowed on one building in the Cascade overlay, asking for a total of 6. They've applied also for administrative variance on the colors of the signs. They're just, the way the administrative variance on colors works is if they're asking for a color that is not the exact same number of the Pantone that is in the book, they can get a administrative variance on if it's one number or so off, if it's in the same vein as the numbers that are listed in our code. The signage you're asking for is a standard Walmart package. This is on a Walmart. The recommendation here is for approval. Go to the next slide, please. Here's just a Google map showing where the Walmart is located, right in the center of the screen there. We can go to the next slide. Here's a zoning and future land use map showing everything is in compliance here. The zoning is just fine for this site. Next slide, please. This is the picture of the front elevations of the building. What they're doing is adding several new signs. One is also for an expansion, adding a health clinic to the Walmart. That's the white part over on the left. Also adding the new blue, which is one of the Walmart corporate colors, as opposed to the current beige that is on the building. We can go to the next slide, please. Another elevation to the side. This one is put on just to show the specificity of the sign on the left, which is going to be sort of a wayfinding sign that has a few words on it on the side of what will be the expanded health clinic. And the next slide, please. This is just a closer up detail of the signs that they are asking to put on the Walmart building. And that is the conclusion of the staff report.
All right, we can take a vote to go into public hearing. I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move that we open the public hearing for case number V21-002, 1105 Research Center Drive.
Is there a second?
A second.
All right, properly moved and seconded that we move into public comment, a public hearing rather. All in favor? Oh.
Okay,
Dana?
Mr. Michael Carson,
Aye.
Ms. Janicia Elias,
Yes.
Mr. Robert Ham,
Roosevelt.
sorry.
Yes.
Roosevelt Ham. Thank you.
Yes.
Ms. Amethyst Harris,
Yes.
Mr. Robert Dawson.
Yes, sir.
All right, that vote passes.
All right, is the petitioner here or someone representing Walmart?
Yes, I am, Mr. Chairman.
All right, sir. Well, I'll
Shall I
read one
proceed?
quick thing to you. Hold on. Let me read one quick thing to you, and then you can take it away. 10 minutes are reserved for those speaking in favor of each case, and another 10 minutes are reserved for those speaking in opposition to each case. Please state your name, address, and council district within which your home resides, or in this case, your facility resides, and you don't have to take the whole 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will try not to take the whole 10 minutes. My name is David Kirk. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Troutman, Pepper, Hamilton, Sanders. The address is 600 Peachtree Street, Northeast, Suite 3000 in the city of Atlanta. I'm here in connection with petition V21002, which is 1105 Research Center Drive in Council District 1. I think I also have my colleague Jenna Lee on the call as well, but I'm here on behalf of Walmart. And this request comes to you today in the context of two important initiatives at this store. The first is the renovation, the refreshing of the store itself, both inside and outside. The second important initiative is the addition of a Walmart health clinic at this location. This is a clinic that will offer primary medical and dental services in an affordable, convenient, and transparent way to the community. Walmart has piloted this program in the state of Georgia. This will be one of the very first within the close-in metro area, but there have been a number of clinics that have opened up in other communities in the city or in the state of Georgia, as close as Fayetteville and Noonan, out in Dallas, up in some in Cobb County, and further north and in other directions. This clinic, as I said, offers primary medical and dental services to the community, such that you can make an appointment online to have a teeth cleaning or a school physical, that sort of thing. And it's very convenient to come in and schedule those. And it's at a cost that is transparent. The cost is posted and it's not greater than that cost. So with these two initiatives in mind, Walmart has requested that essentially Wayfinding Sign be installed on the exterior of the building. If staff can go back to the previous slide, or maybe the two slides previous, that would be great. One more, yes. So you can see, in addition to just the standard corporate logo identifying it as a Walmart sign, the intent of the signage that we're requesting your approval to add is really to allow folks who are coming in to the Walmart to know which direction to go. If you're here to get groceries, you go to the grocery entrance, is the most convenient for you. If you're going to the pharmacy or to the home section, then that gives you an indication of where you need to go. If you're coming to use the health clinic to get your teeth cleaned or get a school sports physical or anything along those lines, then that tells you, where you need to go. So it's really, it is not advertising per se. I know in the past, early on in Walmart, they would have signs out that say low prices, et cetera. That's not the case here. It's simply a sign package intended to help our customers, the citizens of the city of South Fulton, find their way to where they're wanting to go in a more efficient way, and a way that's safer, because it prevents confusion of folks driving around trying to figure out which door is the grocery door. Currently, there is just one sign on the building, and my understanding, talking with folks, is that does cause a bit of confusion. Staff has done a very thorough job of analyzing this. They have recommended approval of this request. And Ms. Lee and I are here on behalf of Walmart to respectfully request you accept that recommendation and approve the requested variance. I'm happy to answer any questions. If need be, I'd like to reserve whatever time I have remaining for rebuttal in the event that anyone speaks in opposition, but I don't see any names that look like they would speak in opposition. But I'm happy to answer any questions, Mr. Chairman, that you or any other member of the board may have.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone on staff that is here in opposition?
We don't have anybody on the line. We will check the planning inbox to see if any emails have come in. I don't believe I've gotten any historically in there regarding
Okay.
this case. I am not seeing any in the inbox right now.
Me either.
Okay.
You know, I don't see any from the past that would have come in previously about this one either. So I don't see any comments against.
Okay. All right, thank you. Board, is there anyone that has any questions? Ms. Elias?
I just have two questions. One is for clarification from the applicant, and that is Walmart is requesting the additional signs to go at the respective entrances that match up with the specific sections of the interior of the store, correct?
That's correct. With the pickup there that you see, as well as the location for, if you're ordering online, that's the pickup door is on that side of the building. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then my question for staff would be, would it, if the board were to approve the additional wall signs, would it be appropriate to condition the size of the signs to the area that's specified within the sign code, where it says that wall signs shouldn't be greater than 5% of the applicable wall area or 300 square feet, whichever is smaller? Would that be appropriate?
I wouldn't have any objection to that.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
I just have one question, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Mr. Kirk, so you had talked about advertisement before. So are you guys removing the low price type advertisements, or will those still exist as well?
There is no such sign on the building now. I meant historically, early in Walmart's history, they would have signage like that. They'd have a much greater amount of signage on the building. The current building simply has the Walmart name and logo, and that is proposed to be refreshed with the image that you see here. There's no other signage on the building currently.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the question. I'm sorry for any confusion.
All right, anyone else? I'm trying to scroll through and make sure I see
Yes.
everyone.
I have a
Ms.
question,
Harris.
Mr. Chair, of the applicant.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Harris.
I'm on your new signage schedule. You have some of the signs are lighted and some are not. What's the difference in the reason why some are going to be lighter and the other ones aren't?
Could we go to the next package, or the next maybe the next one, please? Well, some of the multi-service sign is going to be adjacent to the entrance to the clinic. There's really no need to light that one. The other signs will have some in the main Walmart sign will be internally illuminated, and as will the pickup. I don't believe the others will, the health, the grocery, and the home and pharmacy. So I really can't speak to why they would or would not be. That's a sort of an a decision that either the sign company or Walmart made in coordination with the sign company. But the only two that are shown here as internally illuminated are the pickup with the spark that's to the side of the building, and then just the main business identification sign. It is possible that the grocery and home and pharmacy may be lighted, but they're not shown as such here.
Yes, I think it's slide 12 that shows the actual schedule and the lighting. Slide 12. I didn't know that. Slide 12.
Which one are we looking for?
We're looking for that shows the old schedule, the existing signage schedule, and the new
okay.
schedule.
I'm not sure which document you're looking for, ma'am. Was it one of these slides that you've previously seen?
In the
No, I think-
packet that we received, yeah, it's slide number 12. You have your existing signage schedule, and your signage schedule.
Right, and I think that's a
It might come
portion.
back.
I think what Ms. Harris is referring to is the signage schedule that's in the upper right of the second page of the exterior details. And I think all that staff included on the slide were the details that were from the lower right.
Nathan, I think it was, I believe it was page 12. It's kind of like the page that you just had up a moment ago with the signs by themselves. But then on the document that you gave us, there's a little, what looks like an Excel insert in the top right corner.
Right. And Mr. Chairman, if I may, that does say that the Walmart, the main Walmart sign and the spark itself, and not the background, but just the signage itself, will be lighted. And then the pickup with the spark will be lighted as well over to the far right of this, but the other ones will not be lighted internally.
But for the takeaway is you're not 100% sure as to why that is, correct?
That's correct. I do know that the clinic is typically, their hours are roughly 7 to 7. So they would not need to have it lit at nighttime. And then there's some external lighting around the home and pharmacy and grocery entrances that may provide sufficient external lighting for those to be visible in the evening.
All right, any additional questions, Ms. Harris?
There we go.
No. Yes, that's it. I was just wondering, since these are the new signs and you're trying to make it where people can go to the designated area that they're looking for, it seems like these signs would be lighted as well. That was my point.
Okay.
And just want to know why lighting as the other signs were.
And I can certainly talk with the Walmart team and convey your concern that if those need to be lighted, they should be. Is that accurate? Is that an accurate depiction of your concern, Ms. Harris?
Yes.
I can certainly, if the board chooses to approve this, I can certainly bring that concern back to Walmart. And if they do have an answer better than the one I provided, I can certainly get that to staff, and they can provide that to members of the board.
All right, you good, Ms. Harris? Yep. All right, any other board member? Thank you. Any other board members have any other questions? Seeing none, and we're sure there was no opposition. All right, we can close. If it's okay with the board, we'll close public comment.
Mr. Chair, I move that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Properly moved by Ms. Elias, and I think it was seconded by Mr. Ham.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, just double check. They took off everybody now. All right, so properly moved and seconded that we move out of public comment. Dana, you ready?
Ready.
All
Mr.
right.
Carson,
Yes.
Ms. Elias,
Yes.
Mr. Ham? Mr. Ham?
Yes, sorry.
Thank you. Ms. Harris?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Dawson?
Yes, sir.
That vote passes.
All right. Now that we are out of executive session, I'll entertain a motion. I don't know what's going on today. I'm sorry. I will entertain a motion on this item.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we approve V21-0021 1105 Research Center Drive. I'm sorry, it's not on my screen, so I'm going by going by memories.
I second that motion.
Okay, properly moved by Mr. Carson and seconded by Mr. Ham. Dana, you ready? Or is there
Ready.
any further comment? I'm sorry.
I'm ready.
All right, with no further comment, go ahead, Dana.
Okay. Mr. Carson,
Yes.
Ms. Elias,
Yes.
Mr. Ham,
Yes.
Ms. Harris,
Yes.
Mr. Dawson.
Yes, sir.
All right, that vote passes unanimously.
Thank you all so much.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
You too. It's good to see everybody.
Always good to be seen. I don't see anything else on the agenda. Will that cover us today, Dana?
Yes, that will.
You're good.
All right. With that being said, we appreciate your time, everyone. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn the present meeting.
Second.
All right, probably move, see, I can't do it today. I apologize. Properly moved by Mr. Ham and seconded by Ms. Elias. All those in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Dana, you know we're not going
Aye.
to use you for this one. All right.
Okay.
Thank you all. Have a great day. We truly appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks all.
Yeah.